Java. When you are going to this to the programming language, and we promise that we will talk about IDEs, and then we are going to see how we use one of these IDEs, and then I will explain to you how to go about to have access to these IDEs. Today we'll talk about Eclipse as an IDE. Eclipse is my favorite IDE that I use to do my Java coding or programming. Okay, so let's talk about Eclipse as an IDE. Eclipse as an IDE. Alright? But first, please don't forget to subscribe to our videos, subscribe to our channel and then like our videos, and do not forget to click on the notification bell so that as we upload more videos, you might be able to have access to them. So, I want to talk about Eclipse as an IDE. The last time we said IDE means what? Integrated Development Environment. Okay? So, these IDEs we said they give us access to that so that we are able to run our codings, our Java application programs, or any other programming language. Okay, so today we're going to look at Eclipse. Of course, Eclipse on an IDE. If you install Eclipse in your on your computer, and then as the first time now, I'm going to teach you how to use Eclipse. After you have launched Eclipse, you might see in the environment when you see a file, you may see a file here, something like this, a file, and then if you click on the file, you go to another area called New on the drop down arrow box. You see this one, New, and when you click on New, and then you see what we call projects. Alright, you also see projects, Java projects. Alright, you see this word in the environment of the Eclipse, you see Java projects. Alright, after you click on File, you see New. When you click on New, you see what? Java project. And then this project, then there will be, of course, a dialog to open that will ask you to write the name of your project. Alright, then upon clicking on this, then they will ask you to give a name. And you then please make sure when you're giving a name to your project, give a meaningful name to your project. Do not just give any name like, for say, JK, JY, MOY, something like that. No. But please give a reasonable name that refers to maybe like a name that requires the project. That maybe, for example, if you want to create application like mobile application for school database management, you will just have to say school database management. That's a project title, right? And then after which you save. After you have saved your project now, you will see there is the environment at the right corner here. You found it there. So what you will do also, you click on this particular area, then you will go also to New. You go to New again. Now this time you're not clicking on what? Java project. This time around, you are going to click on what you call package. As I told you earlier on in so you see package. And then if you see package, then what you do, you are going to click on package. Upon you creating a Java project, you give your Java project a name, and then you click on now. It's time again, click on the file, come to New, from New again, you come to package. Then there you are. What are you going to do? You give a package a name. Please, when you're going to start to give a package a name, give your package, start with what? A lowercase letter, not an uppercase, alright? And then after you have created this package, you go again to file. You click here on the package, you go to file, you see New again. This time around, you see what we call class. Then you see what we call class. Alright? Then here it involves camel casing. You are going to give in the name again another dialog box to open that will say or require you to give us a class name. In that class name, you are going to give your class a name. And make sure again you give a meaningful name. Don't just give any name. A name that will help you to remember the kind of project, that kind of activity that you are carrying out in your project. So you make sure you give a meaningful name that resembles the title of your work that you are going to do. So then when you want to start to give a name to this class, you start with what? An uppercase. Do not start with what? A lowercase. If you start with lowercase, you see there is a particular, you see a comment there that this name is being discouraged. So you are not allowed to use it. So make sure you start with what? An uppercase. So let me tell you, we said package, you start with what? Lowercase. You start with lowercase letter. Alright? And here you start with what? Uppercase letter. You see this? You start what your package with what lowercase letter, and then you start naming your class with what an uppercase letter, and then any other letter that will be following it next has to be what again in what in uppercase. That's why we that's what time facing. Every other letter that you see, any word that we start with, you have to name it what in capital letter. For example, let's say this is my class. I'm going to name my class as what BIT, right? BIT. Okay. So you start with a capital letter, and then if you want to write any other word again, for example, BIT department, and make sure you have to join them. You don't have to space them. Okay? When you are naming your classes, you don't have to space them. For example, I said BITD. You don't have to say you don't have to name your class this way by saying BIT, then you space and put this one like this. No. You have to bring them together so that they can be one word. Okay? So this is Eclipse on IDE. If you go to the internet, you see Eclipse. It's different version 2019, 2018, 2012. You see different version of Eclipse. Alright? And then you can download it after you have downloaded the JDK. You can download Eclipse. When you download the Eclipse, you will see, and when you launch them, and you launch particular Eclipse, then it will open. When it's open, then when it's launched, you see, you go to this particular area, you see file, and then you go to new, you go to Java project, you give your project a name, your package, you start with a lowercase letter, you name your class, you start with uppercase, just as I've explained to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and then please do not forget to like our videos and to click on the notification bell. And I'm going to show you practically in the computer. I'm going quickly to the computer to show you how Eclipse works, how it operates as I just explained on the blackboard. So please just feel safe as we are going to continue the lesson.
Okay guys, this is the Eclipse IDE environment. As I told you about earlier on and during the lesson, I said we'll be talking about Eclipse on the IDE. Now this is the environment of Eclipse. I'm going to help you as a first timer how you go about using Eclipse to create your first application program, like for example the Hello World application program. So as I told you earlier on, I said when you open the Eclipse environment, now it is like this. You come here, as you are seeing here, it says create a Java project, right? So what you're going to do, you come here, as I told you earlier, you click on file. So when you click on file, then you also see, when you click on file, I said you go to where new. When you click on new, you come here, say the Java project. You click on the Java project, and then you will see this environment will come on for you here. Enter a project name. The project name will give a project a meaningful name depending upon the activity that you are going to do, depending on the application that you want to apply. So now the project name, I'm going to say Hello World, because we are going to do the Hello World application program. You see this? Now this is the name of our project, Hello World. Now you just have to click on finish. When you click on finish, then you will see, good, here is the name of our project, Hello World. Now if I click on this Hello World again, for you to create your package, you have to click on the Hello World. Good. You come also here to new. You click on new, and then you come down here. You're not going to click again on the Java project and that project. Now you come down straight to package. Click on package. Good. Then you give a name to this package again. Creating a new Java package, you're going to give a name here. Let's say the name of our package is Hello. But there's something I told you earlier on, that when you want to give a package a name, you have to start with what? A lowercase letter. You don't have to start with an uppercase letter. If you do, then it will show you a message, right? Let's see an example. If I write here capital H, you see what the message is going to tell us here, that this particular name is being discouraged. So we have to start with what? A lowercase letter in naming your package. So now if I type a lowercase letter, you see the message will no longer pop, will not tell us any message here. So now you said you have to say hello. So hello is going to be the name of our package, and then say finished. Good. So here is our package now. So this is what the name of our project, Hello World, and then Here is the JRE, the Java runtime environment. This is the system library now, and here SCRC is the source code, and here is our package. So whatever code that we will be applying, whatever classes will be stored here in this package, and then this package will be stored here together with our code in the SCRC folder, and then this is our project name. So for the first time when you name a package, this is how it looks like. Everything is white. Then when you click on the package now for you to create a class, then you come this way, you come down to new, again you click on new, and then you come down to class. Okay, you are going to name a class this time around. So you click on it, you click on new, you come to class, and then we click on class now. Then this again say create a new Java class, and here in this environment that is popping up, you name a class. The difference between naming a class and a project: in a class you have to start with an uppercase. For a package you start with a lowercase. Now if I start with a lowercase here for the class name, you see this same message will show up here that we have to start with an uppercase letter. All right, so now I'm going to start with this word hello world to be the name of our class, hello world. And then you come down here, you see here the public static void main. The public static void main is the main method. Okay, if you click on this checkbox here, then in your class environment you see that this particular main method will be there now. It will generate it for you without you typing it. If you want to type it by yourself, then you can undo it by clicking there again, then the checkbox, then the mark there will be out. Then if you click there, then it means it will generate it for you. Then you click on finished. So when you click on finish now, you looked here, as you are seeing here, now the package color have changed because we have named a class, and this class now is stored here in this particular package hello, and the class name is hello world, and then our project name is hello world, and this is our source code. Now because of we generated this public static main, that is why we have this message auto generated, because it generated it for us. Now let me take you quickly through this particular hello world application program. So I know after watching this video you might be able to have the confidence to do this particular code for yourself. As a beginner, you might be able to run your first hello world application program all by yourself. Now in order to do this, you're going to say system.out.println, then you open your parentheses, and then your parentheses you pass your argument there. So but I have a shortcut in way for you to type the system.out.println method. So for Eclipse is SOUT, your control and the space bar, and then you see the system.out.println pop up for you. And then in this parentheses here, what are you going to do? You type in the argument. But here for you to display the hello world, you must have to put a quotation inside here, and then you type. The reason why you have to put this quotation is to avoid errors. If there is no quotation, there will be an error. So now you have to type your hello world. Okay, good. So this is the first way you have to apply. Then I told you I'll be teaching number 4 method for you to be able to apply your hello application word as a beginner in the Java programming language. So this is one of the methods. Now when you go about this one, now you have to say Ctrl S to save, and then Ctrl 11 to preview. This is the shortcut in Eclipse for you to run your program, instead of you to come here, click on run, and then so on and so forth. But in Eclipse you just have to press Ctrl plus 11, and then your application will run for you. If you look at our console now, you see the hello world. I hope you are getting the lesson and hope you are enjoying this class. So now the next thing that you have to do, I'm going to show you another method of how you go about to apply your hello world application. So this is one of the shortest way. You just a system.out.println, and then you in your parentheses you pass an argument. Make sure it has supposed to have a quote. I told you if you remove the quote there will be an error. Let me just remove one of these quotes. Good. You see, when I remove one of these quotes, it is having an error. You can see a red line under this particular word hello world. Okay, and then this is what it will tell you. multiple markers at the same line. So but if I apply this quotation that I remove, the error will disappear. Hope guys you are enjoying the lesson. Please take your time, observe every part of the lesson, and then practice it all by yourself, so that you might be able to be proud to be a very good programmer. Now let me show you another method of how you are about to apply your Hello application. This time around, I am not just going straight to the system.out.println method. Good. I'm going to take a data type called string, and then string string, and then I'm going to name a variable. Okay, I want to name a variable after it. So this is a data type string. Then I want to name a particular variable. I'm going to name my variable name is going to be Sapphire. Sapphire is going to be the name of my variable. Sapphire equals to, and now when you are going to assign a value, or when you want to assign character to string, you make sure you put them in quotation mark, right? So I'm going to write hello Mr. Sapphire, hello Mr. Sapphire. Okay, and then you have to terminate this particular statement by giving a semicolon. Good. So this is the data type string, and this is the name of the variable Sapphire. And then here you can see hello Mr. Sapphire. In order to show hello Mr. Sapphire on the console, I have to go again to say system.out.println, and in the println method, in the parentheses here, I have to pass now Sapphire instead of to type in hello Mr. Sapphire. Okay, so for you to show this hello Mr. Sapphire, now I said the shortcut is SOUT, control and tab, the system.out.println, and the pop-up for us, and then we're going to pass in our arguments here. Here we don't need to put quotation mark to also have this. If you put quotation mark here, Sapphire, it will be the only one that will show instead of hello Mr. Sapphire. Sapphire is the name of the variable, and then we're going to pass in Sapphire in this parenthesis. So in that case, let me just type in Sapphire. Okay, good. So if I run this application now, you will see hello world, and then you see hello Mr. Sapphire. So you only take this variable here Sapphire and type in here as an argument. You see this? Now Control S to save and Control F11. You see hello world here, hello Mr. Sapphire. But if I give quotation to this particular variable here in this parenthesis, if I give quotation to it, then when I print now, I will not see it again hello Mr. Sapphire, but I will see hello world, and then you see Sapphire. Control S, Control 11. You see this hello world, then here you see Sapphire. But Sapphire is not what we want. We want to display hello Mr. Sapphire on the console. So therefore you don't have to put quotation now. You take out the quotation, then when you take out this quotation now, you might be able to type, and you might be able to display hello Mr. Sapphire on the console. So Control S, Control 11. See this hello world, hello Mr. Sapphire. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please be safe, and then I know by now you might be proud to say you can run your hello world application as a beginner being introduced to the Java programming language. So all of these things is being the package, the class, and our source folder all are being saved here in our project here. So we click on it, then everything is now saved under the hello world project name. So thank you very much. Please be safe, and please continue to follow our tutorials, and then do not forget to like our videos, and then do not forget to subscribe to our channel.